Today I'm going to discuss Critical Care Scholarship with you. My name is Matt Siuba and I'm the Associate Program Director for Research. Throughout the course of your 2-year fellowship, we have several goals that we'd like you to accomplish in terms of scholarship. The 4 main domains that we train our fellows in include the following: research methodology, leadership training, quality improvement, and writing and communication. During the second half of the first year of fellowship, the Quality Improvement and Leadership, or QUIL course, is completed. This allows fellows to take part in quality improvement initiatives throughout the medical ICU in which you train in every day. In addition, you gain key skills in quality improvement design and leadership in addition to research methodology. During the first 6 months of fellowship, a series of asynchronous research methodology courses is required to be completed unless you have completed other research training in the past. During the second year, you complete the SWARM course, which is a structured writing approach to research manuscripts. This will allow you to take the projects that you developed in your first year and bring them to fruition with plans for submission of a publication. When we're thinking about developing fellows into leaders in critical care medicine, we don't just leave it at let's write a paper and move on. We'd like you to be able to develop some content expertise in an area that you're specifically interested in and match that with a career path, whether that be clinician educator, clinician scientist. We then select goals to help you achieve this level of expertise, and this ends in some sort of scholarship project. Within the Department of Critical Care, we have several areas of expertise in which you may be interested in learning more about. This is far from an exhaustive list, but covers the key areas in which we have expertise within critical care medicine. Any of these areas, or a combination of these areas, could be selected for your area of expertise. As an example pathway, say that you're interested in ARDS as a disease process and you'd like to become a clinician scientist. We support you with additional research training with the plans that this will end in an original research manuscript, which will make you marketable upon graduation from the fellowship. If you're more interested in administration and research, but let's say you have a particular interest in sepsis, then we can utilize the QUIL course in order to help you design a structured project that can then be written up as either a review or as an original QI manuscript. Finally, a very popular pathway is the clinician educator pathway. In this case, let's say your interest is in point-of-care ultrasound, which is also a very popular pathway within our program. Over the course of the fellowship, we help you develop an educational portfolio to become more marketable for clinician educator positions once you graduate. This will generally culminate in a research article in addition to the educational materials that you produce. Within the Cleveland Clinic enterprise, we have a large variety of research resources that you'll have access to. We have a remarkably large access to different data sets, whether they be large multinational or multi-center clinical trial data sets, or whether they be internal data sets from our CCF enterprise. We have 2 embedded biostatisticians who work exclusively within the Respiratory Institute. There are also a large number of research courses which can be taken through the institution. Finally, intramural research funding is available within the Respiratory Institute and also across the enterprise to help support any projects which may require funding. For those who are interested in clinician scientist pathways, there are more intensive options available to you. There's potential to receive support to complete one of 2 master's programs, one in clinical research from Case Western Reserve University, the other being a master's in health professions education, which is a partnership between CCF and Cleveland State University. Finally, there is the opportunity to apply and enroll into the T32 Research Track Fellowship. This requires additional planning and is available on a competitive basis. All these programs require early planning and extension of training. For a review of projects that were completed by recent fellows, there's a list here. One in particular I'd like to highlight is Dr. Orsini, who just matriculated into the T32 Fellowship program and is our first fellow in this program. The vast majority of the projects here listed ended in peer-reviewed publications. When we think about scholarship and leadership, we don't just think about writing papers and developing research skills. There are opportunities for innovation through our Innovation Center. One fellow in the past actually developed an airway exchange catheter, which you can see here on the right side of the page. On the left side of the page is publication of a novel ultrasound technique to avoid the pleura when performing an ultrasound-guided subclavian central line. In the Cleveland Clinic Critical Care Fellowship Program, our scholarship program is designed to help fellows achieve their career goals and become the type of clinician and leader or educator or researcher that they'd like to be. This presentation today was designed to provide you with an overview of what's available here. It's possible and even very likely that you have further questions that you'd like to explore in more detail about what kind of scholarship options we have. If that's the case, please feel free to contact me at the email address listed. Thanks for visiting us virtually, and we look forward to hearing more from you.